Well, there it is again.
Yeah, start it again. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll welcome everybody back again, I'll say, for those that were looking here on the YouTube side of things. Not exactly sure what was going on there. But we'll welcome you here as it is 1-0 here, Duluth FC. That goal coming by that was Mark Donaldson on the goal.
Good ball by David there. It's a good area for Phil to play around. Tyler wins the second header as well. But Blackhawks just nick in and win the ball there. But
Sereno will play that one forward. All right, take that back. That was McConan. As they'll swing it to the outside. They'll play that down the line. Nobody in the black jersey there initially.
Yeah, the boys getting the ball moving quick again. Straight play now from the back. As you can see, there's a lot of space in behind here. I don't know why I can kind of understand actually why we're not utilising it because of the heat. Sometimes we want to kick it, but there we go. There's the big ball I was just talking about that I think we needed. A lot of space down this left-hand side as well, if you can see it. Skurek trying to move into it now and get around it to put them under pressure, but I don't think the ball's going to come across for him, sadly.
Well, you see how many big switches will happen today just and look for that long ball just with the heat and just take a slow control build.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot more slow tempo and finding the more of the simpler passes instead of the risk-taking passes, like as we were talking about with the heat and stuff. As a forward making them runs, it's sometimes
that's tough, yeah.
If you make 3 or 4 in the space of 5-10 minutes in this heat, it can really catch up to you, and next thing you know, the next 10 minutes you're more or less out of the game, just kind of ticking over, trying to get your breath back.
As Oliveira will play it here to the outside.
Zhao moving the ball very well. Phil getting on it in the middle, going to swing it to the right with Luca getting down the outside, extra man.
Oh, nice ball. Playing that outside.
Good
play
delivery.
Back through the middle.
Oh, good save. Second ball. Oh, no one's...
Diving out there is Mosman. Got the initial save, and then he'll crawl out and dive on top of that one.
Almost looked like it stopped for 2 seconds in the middle of the box and no one reacted. So, yeah, keeper's done very well to save that. I'm guessing his view was impaired by a few of their defenders too. So, made it a lot easier for him, having no one pushing in and recovering the second ball.
Yeah, it was a nice feed there by Luca Barbaro into the middle.
Ah, good win by Parker here. Stepping high. Good back heel as well, keeping possession. Just going to swing it again, I suppose, with all the space that we've got. A lot of space in the middle for Mark right now.
Barbaro on the outside.
Swing it back to Jacob here. Hopefully, boys, as you can see, they're settling the tempo down and playing at our own pace here instead of taking the game and making it an end-to-end game. We're kind of just happy to keep the ball here, not take as many risks and settle it down. That's the key here in the heat. You kind of want to tire the opponent out before you tire yourself out. Massively just want to make them do all the hard work, and you just do nice and simple, just keep the ball, and eventually gaps will open as they tire. Good switch there, Jacob stepping in with it. Very high line here, Skew just pulling it back to Nathan. Blackhawks are letting us have a lot of the ball right now, so they're keeping in the defensive shape, making the gaps hard for us to play through. I think they're also trying to catch a little bit of the breath back too, because when they win it, they're going forward with a lot of intent and a lot of space. Grip ball by Mark there into Phil.
Oliveira there at the corner. We'll play it back. Oliveira through the middle. He'll reverse back here for Porter.
Yeah, they're just trying to find that gap, trying to get the overload and the 2v1s in these areas here. So also keeping the ball is going to be essential, like we talked about today. Oh, very good step over by Tyler there.
Over, yeah.
Good. And then just another swing of the ball here, playing it out the other side, find the space. Loose pass by Zhao there, but boys are back in shape nice and quickly, hopefully.
Oh, good ball there by Blattman on the outside. That's McConan on the cutback. Feeds it back to the top of the 18. Good save there by Crobot.
Good save and an offsides there for the second ball. Very good save. But that's why we got to be careful of losing the ball high up there. And we're obviously playing very, very well. But if we lose the ball high up, they are going to be a counter-attacking team against a better side. So for us, we've got to be careful there. Just try not to take too many risks. But I think that was just a quick lapse in concentration there, and just settling a bit too much into the game.
Well, that's what one bad pass can get you too, right?
Yeah, one bad pass can change a whole entire game, and it's sometimes it also looks at it. People look at it as a good press and not giving up on a ball, but sometimes just a little bit of laziness and switching off in your brain when it comes this easy. I mean, they're not really pressurizing us much when we have the ball, but that also causes us to switch off a little bit and have a few problems.
Yeah, the Blackhawks look like they're kind of conceding midfield of not exerting themselves here through midfield play. Just settle back and play solid defense on the backside. Definitely. And hopefully look to clear.
Yeah, they look like they're giving up the mid quite a bit, and they're just kind of trusting their back four to do the defensive work. But misplaced pass there, just obviously can cause them a few problems sometimes. And yeah, they look like a solid side. They've got a few very star players who look like they can get on the ball and create something. So I feel like we've got to be careful of them a little bit.
Well, we'll get them out there, do some running here, wear them down hopefully a little bit. Nice thing wearing the home white jerseys today in the heat versus the darks.
Oh, honestly, I'll tell you that.
It makes a huge difference.
People wouldn't think it either, but it actually is. It's crazy how much a colour of a kit can actually cause it to feel a lot hotter. I mean, out in Texas, we wear black all the time, and our training kit is black, and it's one of the worst things I've ever experienced. I can't wait. It's especially the boys in the black cleats today. They'll be struggling as well with their feet must be on fire right now, because especially on this turf, a lot different to natural grass, the heat on a turf. So as well, it adds a little bit more.
Yeah, you could almost go down a half size in a cleat just on how much they expand in the heat.
Oh, definitely.
Well.
Definitely, but especially on turf, turf's always going to be hotter in the heat, and especially with the turf pieces, making it a lot warmer for the boys. And you can see they're just trying to tick over here, trying to cause a high press and get around the ball. But some of the boys, you can see they'll start slowing it down, start making the game more at our speed again, and we just don't want to turn it into a back and forth game here because of the heat.
They'll play this back to Crobot.
Good area. Just has to, if he's pressed on his own like that, sometimes we're going to have to go long. But I trust our boys to get on it and play here and try and settle the game back down as well.
So here the Blackhawks will look to build here from the back as they'll come back through the middle here. That's number 10, Christopher France.
Good ball in the strike. Good pressure by Nathan here. Good win as well. Very good win.
Yeah, like when your defensive mates can come up and help that kind of support deep into the midfield here as well. Yes,
it makes the attacker's job a lot harder as well, especially when you get caught in between the lines and you got to run back 20 yards. If your defenders can win the ball up in there for you, they're saving you a job of an extra 20 yards, which is kind of nice.
Or if they get stuck, that gives you another 20 to run just to recover.
Oh, definitely. Sometimes that 20-yarder can turn into a 60-yarder, and you're thinking, oh, this is going to be a lot harder. I especially wouldn't like to be running 60 yards in this heat today, chasing the ball back. So, but yeah,
good job escaping the trio there.
Very well out. Played with the boys. Well done there. Very well played out. Good ball by David there into Luca. Good space. Just settling it back down again.
Donaldson, plenty of room there. As Wiles will work it up the field.
For the big switch to Tyler. It's a great ball, I'll tell you that. It's a great ball.
Is.
Good fast touch as well to get around his man. Good delivery here.
Yeah, it's Morey on defense, but they'll play it up top. Good pass right in the middle. Top of the 6. lay it back. Quick shot, save
good
made.
Save.
Great save there by Mosman. We'll have a hard tackle on the outside.
Very well played by Tyler there, finding Skirek finding Big Felipe in the middle. It's a great set by Phil. Awareness to just recognise his teammates are going to be there for a set, and Zhao gets a good shot off, but it's a good save by the keeper too. I think the defence made that hard for him as well, closing the gap and making it a very close, very tight angle for him to fit the ball through, so I think he's done well to get a shot away there.
Good job by Oliveira keeping that to the left side of the field initially. Now they'll play back here, do the Blackhawks.
Yeah, they're going to keep swinging it here. Finding gaps through the middle.
Ball laid to the outside.
Oh, no flag here. Only one man in the box there, though, so it's hard to pick out a target when we've got the numbers in there. Good ball through. Very well done by David. Very well collected.
Yeah. Let's curl out on that one as he'll get set. Roll it out here with Porter here on the left side.
Great ball in the middle. Mark's just going to keep it ticking over here, finding Luca. Very patient from the boys here as well, just to happily keep the ball.
Are you good at geometry?
Geometry? Not really.
What? You work in triangles, right? I mean,
triangles, diamonds. That's they're the two main shapes really for football. For us, it's you always try and get in a 3-man triangle and make sure it's a 3v2, or sometimes you'll hit in a diamond and you'll go a 4v3 or 4v2. And obviously, we worked on a lot of that this year, trying to create them angles, and so. Yeah, geometry is a big part of soccer. As weird as it sounds, I never really think of it in a shape kind of way. I normally think of it as in a way of normally just natural to me.
Just natural, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times we worked on this year is a lot of playing out in triangles, playing out in diamonds, and finding the extra man so we can play around people and play through. So it's nice to see the boys, all the training we've done paying off here the way we're playing.
Well, that's like in any sport, though. You got to be able to adjust to whatever you're seeing in the field. Sometimes it's hard to recognize that as well.
Yeah. A lot of the time it's we play in tight spaces, and it's not even just to constantly play in them. It's to create space in other areas. So for us, it's them little short triangles can sometimes create the bigger ball, which is the most dangerous ball in football, really, for teams to play against, because I mean, who wants to run back, as we were saying, who wants to run back and chase 40 yards, and especially if it's someone with a fair bit of pace, making that running behind, it's going to cause people a lot of problems.
That one goes a little long as Mosman will capture that and roll it out here as the Blackhawks will work it back up the field. That is Beniam McConanen. He's been busy already today as well.
Very busy. He's making a few dangerous runs in behind, causing our back line to be switched on at all times, but I think we're dealing with it quite well right up to now, so just hope with the heat, he can't keep making them runs for us. Very well pressed by Big Felipe there, just forcing the boys back. Good step by Noah here. Good win. Driving down the line. Can he beat his man? He's done well to maintain the ball there. Got the advance in numbers here. Good ball out wide to Joao. 1v1. Can he take his man? Find an angle. Very well done there. 2v1'd him there. Just double teamed him just so he couldn't get on the ball as quick and get that yard to have a shot away.
Here it is. Back again, retaining back possession quickly on the transition. So not really much lost in that play, as this will be carried forward here by Jordan Ross. He'll be steered back there by Barbaro.
Yeah, boys just getting back into their shape now, just trying to keep it, maintain a little bit of bit of shape, bit of distance, small distances between each other. More preserving energy, I can imagine. Good win by Skirek there.
Yeah, definitely going to be a day. Those out here, we got a couple umbrellas out here, but the press box giving relief to the fans. They get the nice breeze blowing across, but otherwise it would definitely be a day for some heavy suntan lotion as well. Beautiful day. I mean, we don't get many of these right away throughout the seasons usually.
Yeah, definitely not up here. This is not natural Duluth or Superior weather to me, so.
Well, and yesterday, if yesterday was today, that would have been a tough day to play too, just because of the smoke that was from the Canadian fires that were blowing down here. That was a little thick.
Yeah, definitely very rough.
So with that, I would. Yeah, clock keep running here as we'll take a heat water break.
Yeah, I bet the boys are very grateful for this now.
Oh yeah, that's one of those you almost run over there, right?
Oh, you almost sprint so you have more time to sit and relax over there. So, I mean, yeah, the water breaks are crucial in this heat. I can happily say that, especially obviously playing in college and in the heat. I can.
And you're playing down in Texas, right?
Yeah, down in Texas, just outside of Dallas. So. Gets up to like hundreds very quickly at the start of the college season, so every game's a water break at least, so very grateful for that a lot.
Yeah, well, in Texas obviously having some hardships down there as well with all the freak water episodes of plenty of floods, and so I know the nation really thinking about everybody down there, and supposedly seeing more rain and stuff down there right now for more flooding, so it's always a tough thing, but Texas is always a cool place to visit, or
Definitely.
In your case, even to be able to play. What college are you at again?
Midwestern State. It's,
okay.
D2, just outside of Dallas. Grateful for where we are because obviously we're not close to the flooding and stuff. Obviously, it's really tough to hear about people affected down there, especially when it's a state you're living in and playing in, and there's teams in your conference around that area. So, yeah, obviously. Sometimes it can be a little bit rougher down there with the heat, but sometimes, obviously, freak flooding's really causing a problem right now for the state. So, yeah, hopefully.
Well, the other hard part is finding nice green grass.
Oh, definitely. I can vouch for that. Where luckily the conference I play in is a lot of grass fields to play on.
Okay.
Because I don't think a lot of teams couldn't handle the turf. Like the turf would just be too hot for us to play on. So, very grateful we get some grass, and a lot of the teams down there look after it pretty well, because I know it could be easy to let it dry out and it could turn into more of a mud field instead of a grass field. A lot different to up here where you get naturally green grass, and the rain itself and the cold weather keeps it nice instead of the heat drying it all out.
Well, depends on what grass you have there too, right? Because some of those places you get that sawgrass. Kind of rip you up. As here's a break on the outside, a quick shot, and that will go outside.
Very close by Tyler there. Great ball through. Just drags it a little bit wide there.
Yeah, he's off to a good start, getting advantages here on his one-on-one so far.
A very, very athletic fullback naturally. Obviously playing as a winger today in the left wing role. With Skurek playing as the left back, but yeah, Tyler's a very athletic guy, can run and make a lot of strong runs, and can cause defenses a lot of problem. Even at fullback when he was playing there in the season, he was sometimes an outlet for us, just being able to overload the midfield and find them in the bigger balls.
Yeah, you find those defensive backs that can come out and run the wings as well. Just really, as you say, over flooding on that side. You get speed. Speed kills in any sport, but it gives you an extra person with speed. That's a huge benefit.
Yeah, I say it's one of the hardest things to defend in soccer, and I'm very grateful for myself being one of the faster ones. So it gives you less to worry about sometimes, because as long as you can run, you can create yourself opportunities, and sometimes it's, as I said, it's undefendable. You have to switch your whole game plan if a team's fast.
Yeah. Well, and it's all being able to use that even with or off ball is where it really comes into play.
Oh, definitely. A lot of the time, the bigger balls come into the forwards, and you've got to be aware of where you're going to run, because if a team knows you're fast, they're going to either drop 10 yards and try and catch you with the ball at your feet instead. But if they're smarter as well, sometimes they'll play the offside trap, which can cause teams a lot of problems, especially if you're not aware off the ball and of your positioning and where you're at.
So Blue Greens will work it up the field here. Like I said, plenty of room here in midfield as they'll be played back there by Chasty.
Mark dropping into the pocket here, just trying to get on the ball, swinging it out wide to Luca. Just unlucky there. Just tries to find Phil down the line, and we're trying to create a lot of overloads in the wide areas here. I feel like in the heat, sometimes the attackers for the Blackhawks, it'll be the same for both teams. At times, the wingers will need a break, and they won't want to double track. So I feel like both teams can cause a lot of problems in them areas today, especially with the heat and the tiredness. So.
Not that it becomes a big thing, but with that heat too, the ball a little more inflated with a little more pressure, getting better bounces too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can tell you for this season, playing in some turf fields, if you play on a hard turf field and it's wet, it can cause you a lot of problems. I mean, we played Minnesota Blizzard away, and the ball was moving. Like, you couldn't even play a long ball through, because as soon as it hit the turf, it like skipped and jumped about an extra 20-30 yards. So sometimes them through balls have to be even more perfect, but in the heat you can kind of get away with it, as it'll drag a little bit more on the turf. Foul there by Luca.
Good battle over there right at midfield. This one 1-0 our score here. That one coming by Mark Donaldson.
Still sounds a little bit surreal to say, to be honest, after this season. But yeah, great finish by Mark as well. Edge of the box, just a curler into the wind. I think the goalkeeper expected a cross. I don't think he expected the shot there. So very well done by Mark to find the area of the corner and just put it in there. Oh, very good ball through here. Good covering by Jacob Wiles there as well. Brilliant. Great ball by Luca as well to get us out of pressure.
Wiles will play it back here for Crowbit. Here you can see Blackhawks kind of fading back a little bit here, retreating and giving up some of that midfield.
And they're kind of happy with us playing with the ball back here, not causing any problems. But for us, it's more of getting them to shuffle and wearing teams down, which I think we've done a good job of playing all season. Quick 1-2 there. Oh. Very close one there. I think if Tyler touches the ball there, he doesn't give away a foul. But I think to the referee, just the presence of a body push in there, it looks more of a push than a shield of the ball there.
So then it'll be Luke Madden to take the free kick here as he'll play it back. Played around there by Wright.
Still surprised it's only 1-0 with the chances we've created. Nice. I'd say we've created some nice chances, some very good opportunities to make it 2 or 3. But the Blackhawks have done well to make them chances hard for us. Keeper's made a few good saves as well, making it even harder for us. As you feel like you should be getting a reward for creating them good chances, but he's done his job. Oh, very nice back heel by Tyler there. Joao driving down the line, beats his man. Can he find the cross now?
Oh. Beautiful effort as this one fed right back in, and then it'll be cleared out. Trapped there by.
Good win by Parker there. Does very well to recover after the touch. Mark trying to find a striker there, just couldn't get it through. Very calm it back down here after a good header by Jacob. Great positioning from him to win that header, because it could have easily turned into a problem for us with a ball over his head. Nathan stepping through here, finds Tyler down the left. Into Felipe. Shoveling the ball, great little lofted ball. Into the box. Oh, just a little bit too long. Luca going to keep it in here. Try and get delivery in, cause a bit of problems. Just going to recycle the ball here, I believe.
Get down to the final 5 minutes here in this first half as that one will rise up and over the top.
Ball just taking off a little bit there.
Well, we talked about the wind. That can affect those little chip shots where you think you got it where it's been for the last 2 weeks. So you get that. Now you get a nice 15-mile-an-hour breeze behind it. You get a little more leg.
Yeah, it can add a lot to shots, but it can also change direction if the wind turns to crosswind. Like a ball can end up going right under your toe and go an extra 10 yards to the left. So boys have got to really be concentrated today and judging the long balls and the floated balls in the air as well as their strikes. Some of them just going to have to take a little bit off it sometimes and get right over the ball and make sure it finds as low to the floor as possible, because I feel the wind's holding the ball up well here.
Madden will reverse it back to the left side of the field.
Great ball out to the left there. Good tackle by Luca. It's the referee, I believe. It's going to be a drop ball here.
Drop ball, yeah.
Yeah. Big ball into Felipe. Great area. Just runs on a little bit too far to the goalkeeper there.
Mosman will quickly roll that out back on the left side.
Great tackle by Luca there. I think both of the Blackhawks players thought each other was getting it there, and it just allowed Luca to just time his tackle perfectly. They're remaining very calm on the ball here as well. They play the right way, which is kind of nice to see. They're trying to play good football, and it makes a much more enjoyable game. I think the conditions would trouble a team that just wanted to play long today as well. I think it would be a little bit difficult for them, but yeah, these boys, both teams trying to keep the ball down on the deck and only playing the bigger balls when they see it as a great option to go through.
Well, it's kind of the who's going to bend the will. How patient can you be at that? And
very close to
yeah,
very close tackle there by Luca. I think might have just timed it perfectly just to get us away with it, but yeah, very well done by him.
Order back to Wiles across. Barber will play it back. Here's that slow build that we've been talking about.
Yeah,
just
very
a slow
calm.
and control.
Especially 40 minutes into a game, you're gonna, especially in this here, you're gonna start calming it down. But I think we've done really well. It's a half place pass.
Blattman gets out in front on that. Turns.
Oh, good finish.
Ooh. Good effort there. That is number 8, Kasdan Blattman. As he will even this one up here 1-1.
Yeah, he's done very well there to anticipate a misplaced pass.
Well, that's one of those you start talking about. That's slow and control, but it also keeps people flat-footed a lot
Yeah.
because it's a slow, methodical move, and then it's that one quick one or a bad pass. And there you saw a bad touch, and then it turns into a turnover, which obviously Blattman's been all over the field already today, able to hustle that one out, put a good fake, and put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, just a lapse of concentration from the boys there. And as you were talking about the flat-footedness, it does happen, and you get a lack of concentration. You can't start getting too comfortable almost at times, and he's took advantage of a misplaced pass there, and he's done well to get the ball in the back of the net. Nice and patient with it, and then just got to finish.
In the 45th minute.
I think the half-time will be welcomed by both teams here with the weather. I think they'll be looking to get in, and with a tight game at 1-1, they'll be looking to get some notes off both coaches and trying to find out what it's going to take to get a winner here.
Might be looking for some shade here at this halftime too.
Oh, definitely. I think that's what they're all thinking of, some water and some shade.
Yep. As Mosman will get set on the kick. The left-footed kick rising here, played forward there by Chasty. Tyler chasing after this one, and
oh, he's got very lucky with that.
Almost gifted.
Almost. Little step on the ball there, just rolled it almost back into a pocket.
That one played forward there by Jared Garcia.
Blackhawks playing with a little bit more confidence now after the goal for sure. Definitely trying to catch people on the break, and they're trying to play very quickly into areas.
Well, see how much extra time we have here in this opening half. Porter will play this back. I can see a little extra as that one comes right back to Blattman, drops it off for Ross. Ross feeds it in at the top. They go outside, back to Blattman. Left foot save made. Rebound will be come back out.
Great save by David there. Very good save. Near post.
Quite an opportunity for Blattman with the one goal already, but getting in deep, putting a good shot on.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to find him a lot and get the ball through him a lot, so it's definitely someone we're going to have to watch out for in the attacking third.
Here he is again, right-footed, trying to bend this one around. Good job of knocking that one down, Skirk.
I think the wind's definitely causing a few problems for the boys here on judging them crosses. Don't think it's making it easy for them. I think they're having to fight through it a little bit.
Tyler looking for the call there, not getting any help. And we'll have a foul called here. Ooh, it's going to be a yellow card is going to be issued.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a soft one, but I think it's a couple of fouls after a few, and then I think that's what initiated the card there. Just one too many from Joao.
That's only the first yellow card here today.
You almost feel like sometimes they feel like they have to give one if they haven't had that many bad tackles to cause yellow.
Just got to say I'm still in control here, right?
Yeah, just let them
know. And I'm
know.
watching.
Yeah, it kind of stops it from getting out of control here as the half-time's blown there, but both teams will be happy to get in some shade and get into the changing rooms just to get a regroup and some time to relax there.
Well, this one tied here 1-1 after one. We'll take that break. We'll come back here. We'll have a little delayed break here over halftime, and we'll come back here a few minutes before the start of the second half, as this one, like I said, tied 1-1. Goals coming from Donaldson and Blattman. So with that, we'll be back.
At Volkswagen of Duluth, we do things differently. Our no-commission sales team helps you find the perfect fit, pressure-free. With transparent video maintenance, you'll always know what your vehicle needs. The all-electric VW Buzz brings retro style with modern tech, while the 2025 Taos is perfect for city streets and weekend getaways. Proud members of the Wolfsburg Crest Club and winners of the 2024 Consumer Satisfaction Award. Start your adventure today at Volkswagen of Duluth.
Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. begins at Aspirus Health, bringing out the better in all of us.
All right, and welcome back here as the team's starting to make their way back out onto the pitch here as getting some much rest, a little bit of shade back there as well. Good chance to probably take those jerseys off and cool down a little bit as well.
Yeah, definitely get some of try and dry as much of the sweat out of them as possible at halftime. It's definitely not the nicest feeling when you're drenched at coming out for the second half and you start feeling that sun back on you again.
Well, and it'd be an interesting halftime here for both teams, right? Because both teams put one goal up here in this opening half, and it's about what is working, what they're seeing now, and both teams having success in different areas. But really, for St. Paul, it's really been kind of the breakouts of finding Blattman has been their shiny star so far.
Yeah, he's been getting on the ball in some very dangerous areas. I mean, the chances, 2 shots pretty much on goal from the goal and then the one David saved, both really from him. And he seems to be causing a lot of problems. Very technical young footballer, getting on the ball really well in the dangerous areas. But I feel like it was 2 different halves for 2 different teams there. Obviously both scoring, but Duluth seemed to create a lot of chances. We put a lot of pressure on, and then obviously for the Blackhawks, just 1 or 2 chances just to try and cause us a few problems. So it's going to be interesting to see what's been said at halftime and how they're going to come out and play the second half.
Yeah, both teams taking their time, kind of that slow build, the slow grind, and looking for those opportunities. But for me on that side, if we're creating those turnovers, I want to get it to midfield as quickly as I can and stretch the field a little bit longer and not have, in case of a turnover, it's not going to happen in the back third.
Oh, definitely. We need to be more confident getting the ball up quicker and playing a little bit higher at times. I just don't want to see them lapses in concentration again, which obviously brought the goal. I mean, if without that chance coming around, you would have turned around and said it's been a pretty dominating half from the Blue Greens. But if with that extra goal, sometimes it doesn't look that way all the time. And yeah, it's grip ball into Noah Johnson there. Look and see if he can find Phil.
Johnson feeds it through the middle.
Good finish.
On the outside, just outside the post. Good look. Nice ball there by Johnson.
Great fast touch by Felipe there just to create the space to get the shot away. He's done very well there.
So with that, we'll have a corner kick coming.
Zhao stood over it here. See if he can get the ball into a good area for a few of the big lads who are coming into the box.
That's where Porter would come into that, taking up that real estate in there with that height and size.
Yeah, him and Jacob Wiles coming up to the box. Yep. Some very aerial threats from the pair of them, so it would have been nice to see a ball target the pair of them, or maybe get some areas together.
Johnson will play it back.
Good turn here in the screw wreck. Good ball through, penalty.
Taken down, no call, and with that, we'll play on.
I think that was the same as the one in the first half that didn't get given for the Blackhawks. I think both the same type of contact, and I don't think it's enough for a pen for both of them. But I'd be lying if I said I haven't seen them given. I've definitely seen them given in a lot of types of games, and just I suppose sometimes depends on the referee's view and their decision, and if they believe that's enough contact.
Well, you seem so calm up here. I think you would have got up to your feet rather quickly. Would you have not?
Yeah, it's a little bit different talking about it up here. I can tell for a fine fact that I've been shouting a lot louder if I was down on the pitch right now.
Yeah. For those that are tuning in here, Liam Pritchard here, our guest color host here today, as we had a couple different folks that are out. Matt working, and there's a left-footed strike there from Ross, and that's going to get in the upper left corner. And with that, the Blackhawks are going to take the lead 2-1.
It's a great strike there. I think we're just a second ball that around the edge of the box and just a touch out his feet, and he's found the far corner with a good angle. I mean, we haven't really given him we haven't given them many chances, but when we've given them clear-cut ones. It's a great finish, though. I will say he's found a great area of the goal there.
Scoring for the St. Paul Blackhawks, number 7, Jordan Ross.
Yeah, boys need to push on here, and as we were saying, we create a chance and then we concede straight after. Great ball by Mark there into Tyler. Good ball into Felipe. Just couldn't get it to go in. I just don't think he expected it to come at him that fast, and it's kind of just bounced off his foot into the keeper's path, and he's reaching for the second one. I think the keeper's done well to make it a tough.
Yeah, Mosman, excuse me. A couple big saves early on. That one, a couple of these just going off to the side.
Yeah, very
helping
big chance.
him out.
Good win by Wiles there. Big shift by Luca there up to Tyler into a dangerous area. He seems to be causing a lot of problems with his athleticism and speed down that line, so I feel like we need to keep getting him in them 1v1 areas, crossing areas, and causing a few problems.
Here, Chasty in the middle will play this back. Wiles, Chasty, and they'll play it back over to Porter left side.
Need to remain calm here, not causing ourselves too many problems, and just be patient on the ball and get around and play here. We don't want to be trying to get frustrated, and I feel like we know we can create the chances. I just don't want us to get into a position where we're just forcing chances upon ourselves.
Settling that one down there was...
almost through by Joao there. He nearly gets through the gap.
He's had a couple opportunities there, and just trying to get that extra step to get through that traffic. That will be played out. We'll have a corner kick coming here for the Blue Greens.
Yeah, hopefully good delivery here. Big lads coming up from the back.
Come on, fans, on your feet. Just talking, Tara, our camera operator was down at Minnesota United yesterday. Big 4-1 win down there.
Yeah, very big for Minnesota United.
Fun games, too, if people haven't had a chance to get down there. Great stadium, great views.
Yeah, I managed to get down this summer for my first one ever as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
That was really nice. My hosts were nice enough to take me down to a game and show me around. They're
awesome.
Big Minnesota United fans, so yeah, shout out to them for taking me down to watch one. And it was a good one. It was the Houston game.
Oh, all right.
So it was
there
really
we
nice
go.
to watch.
Nathan Hunt came into the game here on the substitution and got the header to take it out right away.
Touch and hit.
Johnson on the strike, left foot, and he'll bury it.
Great strike by Noah there. Just touch out his feet and found the corner. And now we've got a game on our hands again here, and hopefully the boys can keep pushing through and get a goal.
For your Blue Greens, his second goal this season, number 5, Noah Johnson.
Nice patience there. About 15 yards out. That one in the 52nd.
Plenty of time left here in the game for the boys to get back and get another goal, so we just got to be conservative and understand when we can push forward and create them chances. That came off just a second ball off a corner, and thankfully found a space with Noah on the edge of the D, and he gets a shot off and finds the bottom corner really well.
The Wind played that one to the outside. Now they'll play it back here for Madden. Madden looks for the big switch here, and well defended there by Luca.
This is that control in the middle again that we've been talking about. This is the area where we can't afford to let them break through, and really got to hold the ball down and create chances to win the ball.
Good foot there by Oliveira.
Nice 2-3 clean passes to get us out. Good ball into Big Felipe. Can he hold it up? He can. Good ball into Noah Johnson. Can they beat the keeper to it? Oh, it's almost. I think the wind almost helped him a little bit there.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, the second half here, the Blue Greens will be playing into the wind. Had that help there in that opening half.
Yeah. I think almost it killed us a few times with the longer balls, but I think that one was, the wind was trying to help us as much as possible with that ball and trying to slow it down for Noah to get onto it. He's a fast guy, so I know he would normally get there, but I think it was just a little bit too long for him.
They'll find Blattman, who will play it back. Return pass here comes for Morey.
Yeah, he's getting into the deeper areas now, trying to get on the ball, Blackman. Just trying to see. I think he's getting a little bit frustrated not being able to get the ball, but I think that's the key to the Blackhawks' success, is getting him onto the ball and getting him playing.
Morey had to settle that one down. Now he'll try to advance it forward.
Good header by Wiles there. Noah finds a switch ball into Tyler. Good first touch to create himself some space. Good little turn as well.
As McDonald will play this one forward onto the left side.
Good ball,
get a
good
run
touch.
out there.
Into Felipe. He needs some support here. Back to goal. Oh, very well done by Felipe. Can he find the cross now? Skew wreck off the post. Oh.
Skurek had that one and right off dead center off the left post.
Mark finds Noah. Can we play the 1-2 here? Good.
Numbers here for the Blue Greens, and they'll be played to the outside.
Very well done by Felipe down the left there. Just gets himself faced up to his defender 1v1 and gets a half a yard just to drive down the line and get a cross in. Just very unlucky. Must look like a tight angle for Skew to even get a shot off. Driving by Mark.
Here by.
Oh, unlucky by Mark.
And Donaldson on the opportunity there. Substitutions coming in. Chasty's coming out, and
Peter Pearson coming in here for the Blue Greens. I think a little bit more experience coming in the middle in here.
Yeah, Pearson's had a nice season as well. I think he's kind of had nice seasons wherever he's gone. So
yeah, he's big personality in the locker room, Peter, and he's really good to have around. One of the nicest guys I've ever met in football, and I can say that very honestly. He knows what his role is, and he's been brilliant when he came in this year. And I don't think he expected to play as much as he could, and then all of a sudden he was in the starting lineup, and he's been brilliant ever since. Very experienced player, knows the game really well. Skurek down the line. Oh, unlucky. Great tackle there. Stopped the dangerous cross, and another corner kick here for Joao to put it in the area. Very surprising as well. Peter's really good in the air. For his height, he's very good in the air. He had a few when we played the Demon Hawks down in Iowa. He had a good few corners where he flicked on, a few crosses where he won the first header. The actual one goal we won in that game came from a Peter header, saved, and then JJ tapped it in. But I just didn't expect that from him. Great ball in here. Oh, towards Wiles. Felipe off the line.
Oh, rebound right there, a 6-yard box.
Oh, strike by Mark here. Hard and low, Peter on the turn. Oh, he's tried to turn there.
Mosman will grab it here in a quick throw out. This will be Hunt.
Good tackle by Nathan there. Good second tackle by Mark as well. Stops the counter attack. Can we find Noah down the line here? Get him away with the ball. Great ball. Oh, just unlucky into Felipe.
Well, there's the pressure there. Turn him back. Hunt will have to come back. Keep it deep into his own corner. Taken away by Johnson.
Great tackle. Finds Tyler. Can we find the corner? Shoot. Oh, very unlucky there. Feel like his first touch just got away from him there, and he couldn't get the shot off that he wanted.
Moving forward quickly there. Hunt is down here on the near side in the corner. Not sure. That might be a cramp, Possibly, I don't know. He's working his way off to the side of the field, but he's asking for a sub.
Yeah, I don't know if he just got caught a little bit late there, but from being off the field, this shouldn't be a problem for the game to keep going. I know that for sure the boys don't want to be stood around.
Yeah,
just
standing.
waiting,
Yeah, exactly.
just absorbing the heat.
They wanted us to let you know that orange slushies are now available.
Ooh, slushies.
I bet half of the boys would be wanting one of them right now.
Get us around out here.
Playing down a man right now, I think, by the looks of it. I haven't seen anyone come on yet. This could be a very good opportunity for the boys to take a lead here if they can get in the attack.
Well, just checking in on Hunt there. It looks like it might be like a hamstring of
Yeah, he looks
something. He's a little stiff on that side, so. But he is up on his feet and walking under his own power, so that's good to see. We don't need any injuries. That's Madden trying to move forward. He'll connect. They'll play it back to Blattman here at center field.
Yeah, just double checking that they are just playing with 10 men right now. I didn't see anybody come on the field, so either they're expecting them to get all the way back round or they're going to have to. Yeah, they're making a sub right now. They're going to bring somebody on.
Yeah, it looks like that guy was starting to warm up. I don't see a number on the far side of the field.
Yeah, if I was the boys right now, I'd be pressing a little bit higher with having that extra man. Especially trying to take advantage over the next couple of minutes until they get their sub on.
They'll play it back here for Wiles. He's got plenty of room to work it upfield here. Pearson will turn, come through the middle.
Oh, loft the ball by Noah there. I think the idea was to flick a little bit more down the line into Felipe. Just try and get him on the ball in a dangerous area, but just hasn't come off that time.
Yeah, at this point, I like to see Blattman way back here in the back third and instead of in midfield and moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy if he's getting on the ball down in these areas. It's not going to cause us much of a problem. I'd much rather see him on the ball in them areas than in our final third. I'd much rather be in their defensive third. So, yeah, it's helping us out a lot.
So with that, nice pressure there by Pearson almost caused the turnover, but they have to play it back all the way here to Mosman. He'll play it up the right side. Chance here for the Blue-Greens take advantage of that. Blackhawks working a little 1-2 pass on the outside. Here with Blattman through the middle. Controls the ball well.
He does. Very small and very agile, so every time he's touching the ball, he's able to turn really quickly, and it's just one of them players with low center of gravity and able to get on the ball and move around. But yeah, they're still playing a man down right now, so I fully expect us to try and take advantage of this. And we keep winning the ball, but we keep giving it away very quickly in the midfield area. So I feel like we need to settle down here, try and win the ball, and then I'd say my advice would be to push. But they're going to make the sub now, so it's going to go back to even numbers, I believe.
So with that, number 14 will come in. Looks like Joe Burica. He comes into the right back. They'll move Luke Madden over here to left back.
Good ball down the line here. Very well won by Skurek.
It's one way of coming into the game and getting involved right away.
Oh, very straight away.
This is Ross, the last goal scorer. Plays this over here for Camacho.
Good step over in 10. Great. Well defended by Luca there.
job.
Excellent to win the foul as well. Yeah, it was a good step over there by the winger for Blackhawks. Able for Luca just to get his body across and make it a problem for him.
I see both teams still wanting to get out and run a little bit here too, with trying to keep the reins pulled back here, but
yeah, substitution for the Blue-Greens there. Harvey Skurek's just come off, and I believe Tyler Guerrero is going to push back into left back, and JJ is going to come on as a left winger here.
JJ always gives that such a fast runner, and he can catch things. It's like he's got just a natural gift at that to be able to pluck things out of the air on his foot.
Yeah, very
entertaining player.
Very. He's a very strong guy too. He holds the ball up really well, and then he's obviously got the aspect of pure speed too. I always used to say to him last year, his first 2 steps, he doesn't look like he's the quickest, and then all of a sudden his 3rd and 4th step is insanely quick, and he just manages to beat his man with that extra 2 steps that he takes, and he turns bad balls into good balls. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Good ball by Mark there out to Tyler. Getting high and wide. A little chop back. Oh, unlucky with the strike there as well.
Will be Mosman come up here with the goal kick. Here's that clock continues to wind here. 2-2 our score.
Yeah, it seems like the goals come in quick succession and then it dies down for a few minutes. I feel like we could do with a goal nice and early here, not leave it too late.
Well, you're starting to get some fresher legs out on the field here as well, and we'll see where those start to translate here too. There's a quick shot, a good save there by Krobit.
Very good shot. Can't be giving up these chances. I feel like we're letting them get a few shots on target now, and I know they'll be a lot more tight. They only seem to have maybe 3-4 available subs, so we really need to utilise that and keep the freshness going, which I think we're doing a good job of getting our subs filtered on in this heat. Last thing we want is extra time or penalties here in the cup. So
come back here for Wiles.
First touch stepping in there. Good. All right, he's got the right idea. Good win by Peter. Just anticipating
Yeah, exactly.
that.
Comes back for Pearson. They'll play this forward. JJ on the outside, unable to get into the 3rd step.
Yeah. I know if that ball had bounced just on his 3rd step, he'd have already been there. He probably would have killed it before he even got a chance. So, yeah, very, very well done. It's the right idea just to get him into them areas, and the longer balls is where JJ causes people a lot of problems. Foul by Porter there, just in a dangerous area. Hopefully the boys can get back and get set nice and early, but I can see that Mark ushering them back and getting them into shape. Him and Peter doing a good job of keeping it organised in the middle now.
So with that, the Blackhawks will work in the offensive zone here onto the outside. Play that down. Ross was trying to make a move there.
Great tackle by Nathan there. It's one thing I do love about Nathan. His tackles are aggressive. Never goes in half-heartedly. It's always full tackle every single time, and he does pride himself on a good tackle.
Yeah, you tackle hard. Stud control is always a big thing, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's sometimes some referees will not give it, but I mean definitely back home you get away with a lot more stud shown, definitely back home than over here. And I think that's a lot of the time that's because we're on wet grass back home, so metal studs come into play a lot back home.
Oh, sure.
Them tackles, just a little bit more of a feisty game sometimes back home. But I think when us foreigners come over here in internationals and we bring them, we bring that physicalness of the game back home, and it's kind of nice to see sometimes again.
So the Blue-Green's building up here. Trying the right side. Come back Pearson through the middle.
Great ball by Peter there, especially in this wind. Good touch by Tyler as well. Done very well to judge the ball. Nice quick step there. You can see he's constantly looking for the 1v1 opportunities, but he does very well at recognising when the other person's coming back to support the defender.
Johnson carrying it down. Luka will play it back.
Peter just getting on that pivot in there, looking after the ball, trying to suck the defenders out.
That's a packed center part of the field.
Very packed, yeah. It's a tight area in there, and can obviously cause people a lot of problems.
As Madden shoots one down the near sideline, looking there for Blattman.
Miles done very well there just to read it and recognise when it's going down the line. Took an early step and paid off. Right idea by Nathan there, just couldn't get behind it enough to play it. Hoping this gets out for a corner.
That one played out there by Mosman. Blackhawks working out of it. Thought they were a little trapped back there in their own corner, but able to work out of it and come forward.
Yeah, you can see the heat's playing a part now. The game's opening up a little bit more now.
Yep.
A lot more free space and bigger spaces in there.
This is Ross feeding it through and cutting in there. That was number 10, Christopher France.
Good grab by David there. They're the ones I feel like must be very worrying for a goalkeeper sometimes. Especially studs up coming in towards you, but you just got to be brave and collected and not take the risk. Swinging it well out wide. Good movement by Luca and Noah here. It's a good area. Just a big ball down the line though. Unlucky. Feel like we've got to recognise here the heat and the runs sometimes now and settle the game down a little bit and go back to the start of taking our time. Great ball. Unlucky there, just runs a little bit too far. Nathan making the gap a little bit too small for them to play through.
Still looks like you can play into the corners here for our guys. You got plenty of room to play there. That center area is really congested.
Yeah, they're making it tight in the area. Very well done by Joao there to win a foul. I'm not sure if in this wind it's going to be a benefit or a curse sometimes, you know.
A yellow card will be handed out.
Yeah, I think that's just being given because of
That's number 13.
Because of Joao. Joao getting carded in the first half, so I think the second card's come out now. Henrico coming on here, I believe. Yeah, Jacob Wiles coming off there, Henrico coming on.
Substitution. Coming off for the Blue Greens, Jacob Wiles. And making his Duluth Blue Greens debut, Enrico Zenia.
Yeah, Enrico signing from Superior City. Halfway through the season. Coming in, just giving us a little bit more depth in areas.
Number is he? He is number 8.
Mark just dropped back in the centre back here, I believe, alongside Nathan. Peter and Phil taking on the midfield. I believe Joao might be dropped in there. Ringo going high left wing. JJ going into a striker role. Noah still playing on the right for the Blue Greens right now.
And Donaldson will drop back to the D line here as well.
Something he's a little bit more been familiar with in previous weeks, so I know he won't mind going back there. Maybe a little bit more today, especially since he's had a strike on goal.
France plays that out. Big save there.
Great save by David again. He's kept us in this game at times today with 3 big saves.
That was a dangerous spot, too, because he had to come out to the top of the 18. He had nothing behind him if anything got past on that side. That was Christopher France again that came through, number 10.
Mark stepping in with the ball here.
That's France that has a little bit of... Looks like he got a little bit nicked up there on that last attempt, too. Maybe rolled up on, but had a little bit of a limp.
Yeah, just slightly.
Well, maybe it's a little turf burn, it looks like, on his knee. That's what it looks like.
Some of the worst ones.
Uh-huh.
Shaw breaking the line here. Good strike. Oh, unlucky with the deflection there.
Yeah, getting a foot on that one was Jared Garcia got a foot on that. Take a little bit of the sting out of it. As Mosman kind of slowing it down here a little bit. Now you look to play this forward.
Trying to skip the lines there. Just giving us the ball back, which I'm not too bothered with. Let's us build back out again. Hopefully we can skip the defensive third and try and get the ball as high as we can and create a few more chances. Peter pulling out wide here. Mark with the bigger ball. Trying to find JJ. Oh, was a threat up there as well. Good strength by him to win a second ball.
I was going to see, we get down to the last 15 minutes here or so of regular scheduled time, and you're going to see this open up a little bit more. I think they're going to start pressing and taking those chances here.
Yeah.
Here in our 2-2 tie.
Yeah, I think so. I think both teams looking a little bit tired now. Obviously, us with more fresh legs on the pitch. Hopefully, we can win them second balls, and as the game stretches, hopefully catch a ball on a breakaway and head forward. Good header by Mark there as well. They're the second balls I'm talking about. Peter, experience winning the ball. JJ driving with the ball. Good ball to Felipe.
Good ball.
Oh, very unlucky. I think he just went a second too early. I think he expected the ball to be played a second earlier too, so not a bad run by Felipe there. Water break now.
Yeah, that's definitely a piece. You see this in the younger side of things too, as far as the youth sports. You get up into that high heat, there's no need to take the chance of something else happening and take that water break and make sure everybody stays healthy.
Yeah, especially in this heat. Hopefully get some liquids on board.
So the winner of this will move on and play on Wednesday, I believe is the day on that, right?
I believe it's the 26th. 26th of this month
Is it 26th?
That's the last time I saw something posted by the Minnesota Super Cup. But unless
Okay,
it's been
that would
moved
be
forward.
a Saturday then, so that would be 2 weeks basically.
Yeah, that's a long time away.
That's a long
now.
time, yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of used to playing that long. Duluth going very far most years, so we normally end up playing a little bit longer into the season. But yeah, it's a couple of weeks away, so it gives the boys times to rest, regroup, and get some training in beforehand.
That's always interesting too as you start looking at these seasons as they overlap. I do the Harbor Monster Indoor Arena Football, which they start in May, finish right at August.
Oh, yeah.
But you're looking at some of these players that crisscross, and like you for college, like can't get too far into August because, boy, I'll tell you what, everybody's gone starting training and getting to campus early.
Yeah, report dates for college become a problem. I mean, last year we had that situation a couple of times, obviously playing all the way up until the end of July, and I mean, I arrived back in Duluth around August 1st after the San Francisco trip, and my coach wanted me back on the 1st of August. But sometimes, obviously, with a long season, it's kind of nice to have Well, I say my coach, it's just kind of nice to be like he wants us around and no one flying in too late for the season when he wants us there. He wants people settled in, getting back to their lifestyle, back in a different thing.
Get back into the groove and the routine. And
yeah, I know a lot of colleges have report dates a lot earlier, especially at the D1 level. They report a lot higher and a lot earlier. Sorry, and yeah, luckily for us, we don't. Our report date's a little bit later, but yeah, last year became a little bit of a problem because I went straight from Duluth weather to Texas weather in the space of 7 days, and I mean, well, I flew home last year after the game last year, and so I got used to England weather again, and then straight back into Texas weather, which was a little bit harder.
Boy, a lot of work out there put forth by Joseph Morey, trying to work his way in over on the far side before he lost touch of that one, and it'll be cleared out of there.
I feel like we could have been away on a 2-man breakaway there. I feel like it was just stopped a little bit early, but the tackle was a little bit late, so I'm not too surprised, really. Yeah, I suppose a lot of these people will be complaining about the heat who live up here because they're not used to it, but then obviously it won't be long before the horrible winter gets here. And
stop that right now. I don't even need any of it.
I've never experienced the winter up here, so I've never seen it, but good chance by Tyler here, finds JJ. Oh, one more into Noah. Felipe with a finish. Oh, good save by the keeper. Yeah. Very unlucky there.
Yeah, good move by Tyler on the outside to bring it in deeper. I think that kind of caught JJ a little bit there in the middle, kind of odd step, I think, from where he wanted to catch it.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit behind him there, so he's done well to get a first touch out of his feet and get a shot off, but looked a little bit unorthodox, especially with the ball bouncing behind. Great first touch by Blackman there, and great ball as well. Ooh. David very quick off his line. He's done very well there. Blackman causing more problems there.
Ross trying to take advantage of Crobit coming well outside of his box off his line and trying to take advantage and chip one over him quickly, but good hustle by him to get back.
Yeah, he's done very well there. He was very quick off his line to win that ball, and I was kind of impressed. It was a great ball by Blackman, but obviously just running away. Great ball into Felipe by Luca here. Couldn't get a foot on the ball. Keeping the pressure up high here. Hopefully lock them into this corner and win something out of it. That's fine.
Nice defensive play down there. That is Joe Burica.
Yeah, these areas are where you need to really capitalize and keep them pinned in a corner and then hopefully win the ball high or force something long. Big throw.
Yeah.
Good held up by JJ here. Oh, unlucky. It's just bounced a little bit further away than I think he would have liked. Great touch by Tyler, anticipating, finding Enrico here out wide. Oh, just unlucky. I think Tyler needed a few more steps and he was down the line and away.
So that's where you talk about that. Another big run there by Tyler, who will have to work his way back here.
Yeah, he's getting back. He's just he's taking his time. I think.
Taking his time, yeah.
Yeah, I think Enrico's dropped in for him at fullback for a couple of minutes just to hold his position down, give him a chance to get back. Bigger ball just transfers over. Wind taking a part in that. I think Nathan's dropping out to left back for a period of time. Give Tyler a little bit of a rest at centre back here. Just trying to get him on the ball. Mark looking bigger into Felipe and JJ. Two very dangerous players into the bigger balls. Very well played out by Blackhawks here down the left. Attacking us. Good tackle by Peter. Ooh. He's read that very well, Peter. I don't know if that's a slip or if he's intentionally meant it, but he's done exceptionally well to win the ball there. Nathan Porter driving inside here, finds JJ, ball out to Enrico. Good ball down the line, JJ getting there, nice and quick, left foot strike into a corner kick. Good block by the centre back for Blackhawks.
Another corner kick coming up here for the Blue Greens.
Yeah, you take Jacob Wiles out and you lose a bit of height, but then with JJ coming in, it's the height's back up again, so it's great. Short corner taken here, though.
Well, you also pick up a little more speed.
Good.
Oh, a header, that one.
Peter Pearson. What a header at the back post. I was talking about him winning headers earlier, and he's finally got himself. Great ball by Joao there.
For the Blue Greens, number 32, Peter Pearson.
Great ball in by Joao there. Targets the back post. I think the wind caught it a little bit and made it harder for the keeper, but Peter's read the header really well, and there's the experience coming in the box and just learning how to head it. He was actually telling me before the game, we were talking a few things over, and before he went into college, he was going in as an attacker, as a forward.
Oh, really?
And he said he got to college and he was told he'd be a really good number 6, like holding midfielder. And he said that was when he made the switch. And I mean, you can see his attacking presence there. He's managed to get his head on the ball and get a goal.
Well, you look at the size of his legs on that, you think American football side of things, too. He could be a linebacker or a running back.
Yeah, he was telling me he used to be really explosive and fast, but as he changed positions, he kind of lost that speed with the movements he was making in the game. Yeah. He said he's still got it for a few steps, which is good when he's anticipating second balls, but I don't think I could see him making that diagonal running behind anymore. He's good at playing the passes now. That's what he's learnt. And with him playing as a forward before, he understands the standard of the pass that needs to come. So he's done really well there to come into the game this year and obviously help Duluth out, controlling the midfield, and then got on the score sheet a couple of times too.
Camacho here will play it back. Turning that over, there will be Garcia as they switch it to the right side there with, that's number 14, Joe Burica. This ball will be knocked down. Will be a throw-in coming here, Blackhawks.
Good tackle by Nathan there. Stabbing at the ball, getting a toe on it.
What was the
I didn't see what that was
foul
for.
called, but I don't know what that was called on.
Yeah.
I didn't really see that anybody was over there.
Yeah, Blackhawks trying to get
something
the ball
happened.
Quick. Something happened, and they took the free kick really quick. So, yeah, I think they're going to try and speed things up a little bit here and give themselves plenty of time to try and create a chance. Obviously, that goal coming late on, 4 minutes left in the game really here. So, I think they're going to really push on and try and get a chance here.
They're looking, they come right to Blattman on that standpoint.
Good.
Kind of got freedom to roam in there.
Is JJ taking off? Go on. Use that speed. There he goes. Oh, couldn't get enough power on the strike. He's done so well to even create that chance for himself there.
As Mosman will make the save, plays it back out.
Quick step there. Back in.
France will play it back for Blattman, who will play it back there for Burica.
Good little flick in the middle. He's looking for Blackman again. Obvious reason why, but he's getting a little bit frustrated now. I feel like we kind of figured out he's the danger man, and we've tried to isolate him as much as we can. Good touch by Nathan here down the line. Good ball into Felipe. Still onside. Driving to the corner, needs support. Nathan coming up to help him. Wins a throw in for us high up the field. Let's try and keep the ball up in this area now and hopefully see the game out with the last 3 minutes in the clock.
Well, see, we probably should have extra time probably with the water break as well as the injury down here, so we could probably have at least 4 minutes, I would maybe think. We'll have to see.
Could be a fair few. Exactly.
So that foul call back to the Blackhawks here as they'll work it back now here with Rid.
Good, well read by Peter there. Kind of a lazy pass into him. JJ 1v1. Unlucky Noah with a second ball pick up here, just taking his time. Fancy little footwork into JJ. Good fight by JJ to battle too.
That's a tough spot to stay on side, too. Are you looking at anybody else trying to get in there to help?
Yeah, finds Felipe in the centre here to get the ball out to the left. Enrico driving with the ball now. Nathan down the line, hopefully. Good delivery in by Nathan. Good step across. Finds Joao. Quick little feed through the gap. Oh, unlucky. Beat two of them, just couldn't beat the third. It's a good foul by Luca there. Very smart foul. Stops the counter-attack. Doesn't pick up a card and stops the Blackhawks getting any momentum going up the field.
Who said we didn't have a little speed yet in this heat?
Yeah. Sometimes it's just finding that extra little bit of go and just backing yourself and having a bit of belief to go and win the game. I think that third goal's really kicked us into another gear here, and we're taking ourselves onto another level.
Krobbe will play this out to the outside.
Into Peter. Back to David now with swinging the ball in these areas. Quick touch by Mark inside. Lots of time and space. Oh, I love it. Out the other side. Brilliant. Well done. Good. We can play up the field now. Oh, Enrico's tested Felipe
touch,
there.
yeah.
A little bit more of a shot than a pass there into Felipe's feet. Blackhawks swinging it from right to left now. Trying to get up the field, create some chances in these last few minutes. Well read by Noah Johnson there. Got to win the second ball as well. Won the third ball as well. Good. He's driving. Good. JJ through on goal here. Couldn't find the finish. Just hits the keeper's feet. It's a good save too.
Kind of the way this game has been. Good shot opportunities, but good saves on both sides, and Mosman with a couple dandies.
Yeah, both keepers being called into action. I think a fair few, but both keepers done a very good job as well. David pulling off some very big saves in very good areas, and Mosman, their keeper, done a very good job too.
Oh,
yeah, boys trying to hold it in the corner there. Two Brazilian boys, Joao and Felipe. Loving a little bit of flicking it up and trying to keep on the ball there. You can see that's a bit of home for them, how they play.
that will be Luke Madden who will play it back.
Blackhawks taking their time here. Thought we would see a little bit more urgency, but there must be a couple more minutes at a time than we know. If they're taking their time. Good step by Tyler into Peter. Mark looking after the ball now. Nice and simple. Good first touch. Oh, well out by Peter. Brilliant. That's just experience by Peter, knowing when to calm it down and not panic and just lift it out on the play.
Blackhawks will work it back out here near side.
Yeah, nice and calm on the ball. They're just taking their time, swinging it side to side, trying to wait for the right opportunity.
Blattman caught a stud coming through there, I think, as he was down holding his calf there for a moment.
Yeah.
And just stretching it out.
I think he just caught a little knock on it there. He has been running a lot. Oh, it's a great ball. Very well done by Luca to shield it, and David's going to hold it in the corner for a couple of seconds. But Luca seems to be down with a little injury right now, so.
He colliding with Ross on the attempt.
Yeah, I think he's just going to settle himself down here and take the time he deserves after the running he's been doing up and down the pitch on the right from right back row.
Nice piece of sportsmanship there, as coming over is Jordan Ross just to check on him and
yeah, you could
give the fist bump on that, and away we go.
Yeah, you could see it was one of them ones where it was just a collision after the ball. It wasn't anything intentional, so
yeah,
nice to see that. kick by David there.
Into the wind. That's a dandy kick.
Yeah. Enrique settling it down. Good quick play. 1-2s with Joao. Oh, just tries to find Phil on the left wing, but just couldn't get it through. Good defending by Blackhawks. Blackman on the ball here, driving through. Oh. Tackle by Nathan there, just slowing the game down again.
And he'll pick up a yellow card on the efforts as well.
Keeper coming up for this one. Mustn't be long left if he's coming up from his own goal.
Yeah.
They're really pushing for it here. Need the boys to hold out strong and keep a good line here.
They're mixing it up there on the line as well. A little extra pushing. Little gamemanship there on the line, right?
A little bit of physicalness just to try and get a half yard. Oh, he's won it. Good saved by the feed.
That was Charles Ridd on the opportunity. A long run back there for Mosman. They're expecting this to stop soon, the way they were playing there.
Good step by JJ there, getting around the outside of Noah. Good quick feet. It's a foul too. He's done very well to win a foul that high up in the pitch, and that's going to be a yellow card too as well.
Only 2 yellow cards on each team here today, so not a lot of fouls.
Not a lot. I expected a few more with the weather and just not being able to, not having the energy to chase back sometimes. But boys have done very well to keep it going and keep it nice and clean. Felipe trying to get the ball into the corner here, maybe delivery, driving down the line. He's done very well. Ball across the box. Into Noah Johnson now. Oh, he's tried to fire one into the near post. Unlucky there by Noah. Blackhawks trying to play quickly here, trying to catch. Blackman driving with it again, trying to create something late on. Good tackle by Tyler there to win the ball and helping by Enrique. And that'll be the game there. Good win by the Blue-Greens. Very well done it to the Blackhawks too, putting up a good game, and it was enjoyable to watch.
That was a good effort there too, and I was just going through. I was looking at my scoreboard. I didn't have Pearson's goal on the board either, so I got them written down. I just didn't have them up on the board, so my mistake on that. I guess I'm going to be afforded one throughout the day. So this one here, this one goes final 3-2, the final. A great day here. The last regular season, well, I guess the last home game here for the Blue-Greens. And so your plans now, Liam, are you resting the rest of the season, or are you thinking you're going to pop back in and play a game yet? Or
I think it'll just be rest for me.
Okay.
Managed to get through the whole season and as much as I could with my quad, and played through a lot of games where I probably shouldn't have played with my level of fitness and health at the time, but I managed to get through and give the full 100% every single time, and that was good. But with the college season around the corner for me, it's time to rest and let my body heal before I go back to college. And then, yeah, it's just a shame how it ended for the season in the NPSL, but yeah, I think there'll be a lot of rest for me now needed, and put a lot of minutes on the legs this summer, so I think it's earned.
Yeah, it is earned, and obviously give a lot of great instruction for some of the younger players coming through as well. A lot of your experience and wisdom on that side of the game too. Yeah,
it'd definitely be nice to help and see some of the younger boys who maybe haven't been up to Duluth as much as I haven't played as many minutes, and let them get up and learn a few things playing in these big games. I'll help them a lot, so nice to see some of the younger boys playing and getting some minutes and getting the job done as well. It's be great for them in their college careers, so excited to see.
So with that, we look at this, the 2 goals scored in that first half. It was Donaldson that opened up that scoring to make it 1-0. Blattman of the Blackhawks came back to tie that one up 1-1. That was at the 45th minute. And then in the second half, it was Ross for the Blackhawks at the 49th, make it 2-1. Johnson would answer in the 52nd to tie it up at 2. And then Pearson will get the decider to make it 3-2 and the victory. So with that, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks to all the great sponsors as well, especially Cirrus, Aspirus St. Luke's, and Volkswagen of Duluth, your main corporate sponsors here. Allows the broadcast to get in, allows us to do a lot of great things, a lot for the team as well. So we thank them. Thanks to all the great fans that have been coming out, a great crowd all season long. So with that, you can't complain about that. Seeing some great soccer, meeting great young men such as yourself, Liam.
Thank
you
you
might
very
even
much.
have a little case here in the broadcast side of things as well. So we want to thank you for tuning in and helping out up here.
No, of course.
And
thank you for having me. I've loved doing it, and obviously just want to say thank you to the fans on behalf of all the team this year. We really appreciate the sport, and obviously thank you for looking out for us. Win, lose, draw. We've had a great backing all year, so obviously thank you very much, and thank you for having me. I've loved doing it.
Yeah, you bet. Well, and good luck in your college career.
Thank you very
And
much.
we'll keep a close eye on that, as I'm sure everybody else around here will as well. And so that's going to do it for us. So for Teresa, who is running the camera out here, and myself, Craig Morsey, and Liam, we want to thank you for tuning in. Have a great Sunday and enjoy the rest of this great weather here the weekend.